Greetings and welcome back to Stellaris, my United Nations of Earth playthrough. So I'm going to wait till 2350 for the state of the empire or nation. And we're just going to proceed onward here. Yeah, go away. Yeah, I think the mid-game, the pacing is a little off for me right now on these. Now, I did have a bad start, but I got a tremendous science boost, basically, by getting the Ring World. Ring Worlds are amazing boost to science, so me getting Cybrex Alpha early and having some decent science worlds, I'm actually ahead of where I should be technologically, considering average empires. Even though the AI is not a good measuring stick because they're not very efficient. But still, the way I have the pacing of the game set, we aren't even to the mid-game. Now, by default, we would be at the end game right now. Yeah, because the mid-game, we'd be rapidly approaching the end-game crisis within the next 60 years. But the pacing of the game, I'm not even anywhere close to maxing out the level of my Federation. So the actual original game end would be like in another 150 years, and I don't think we would be level 5 by then. Because we've still got 2300, that would be 230 months. That would be about 20 more years just to hit level 4. So yeah, I think I may slow down tech in my next one. So Smuggler's Outpost. Our observation post above Jamel 2 has detected an illegal settlement on the planet's surface. It appears to be some kind of outpost set up by human smugglers and other criminal elements from the United Nations of Earth. They have already been isolated incidences where the smugglers came into contact with the primitive natives, some of which ended in violence. We need to act quickly to contain this situation and remove the criminals before they can cause any more damage. So we have to raid the smuggler's base requires a transport ship. Where is my fleet of transport ships? Right here. Where is Jamel 2? Over here. It would take them only 3 months to get over there. So let's have you research the projects in the system. Yeah, just about 3 months, and our transport fleets will get over there to take care of that. Prime Awareness is closing their borders to me again. Oh, they're listed as superior still. That's because of how much fleet power I lost on my previous fights. As soon as I build up my navy again, they will not be superior to me. We have more debris. It's not... this is not the most efficient way to deal with it, paying some energy credits to get a little bit of science and stuff out of it. We still have 4 more. And only about 5 years to get somebody over there to deal with it. I don't really have the science ships I want to spare. Okay, we're no longer connected with the Prime Awareness because they closed their borders to us. I'm okay with that. Who died? Governor Boka! Aww. Well, that's a shame. He was in Tyrrhenia. Which reminds me, I never changed the name of that sector. The Tyrrhenia sector is... Oh, no, I did change the name of that sector. That is the Tyrrhenia sector, isn't it? No, that's Efrov. So that should be the Efrov sector. It helps if you hit the right keys. So we need a new governor. We've got Trick, who was Unity. We have a righteous synthetic, and we have an army veteran. Who's in Earth right now? Righteous, long lifespan. And Florencia Quesada does energy credits and minerals. What does this planet actually do? It's an agricultural world. Well, neither of those are very beneficial to it. Let's get Trick and actually pull Jean Moreau, and put Trick in charge of Earth. If I can click the right buttons. I'm just all over the place. There we go.
We have detected an anomaly.
Ice giant. Alrighty there, Vanilla. It seems Omicron Persei 6 is lacking the hydrogen and helium to be classified as a proper gas giant, and is in fact an ice giant.
System survey concluded.
So we finished the SCAT system. We're now on our way to Erai. It will take 6 months. Looks like he has finished surveying it. How quickly can I jump closer? I can jump to there and then survey the system and see how long that takes. Let's see. We've only got 4 left. It would take a year to do those 4. We've got like 4 years to get there. I'm going to go ahead and say a job well done, because I think I would be able to get this guy there. Or I can wait until later to check the salvage. Alright, now it will take... That knocks 60 days off of it, basically.
The special project has concluded.
In a lightning raid, our ground forces stormed the smuggler outpost on Jamel 2 and seized control of it after a brief firefight. The surviving criminals have all been arrested and transported into orbit. The empty building was then vaporized by demolition charges. Cultural contamination is believed to have been minimal, and our forces also confiscated a large amount of illegal contraband. The profits from this seizure have been added to our treasury. Energy credits and minerals. Alright, let us tell our transport fleets to go back to a base. Let's just put them back at Yilon, where all our fleets are headed. Who's here? What you doing? You guys come to visit my mining station and planet? Or what? What's going on here? Can you repair at Nueva Sonora? Or why are you just loitering outside my planet? You just being friendly? You're making me nervous. That's a 50K fleet sitting right there. With no orders. Below Zero. Omicron Persei 6 is not only an ice giant, but an ice giant made up of very unusual ices. There are pockets of Zero trapped in the within reach of the upper levels of the planet's atmosphere. Okay. There are pockets of Zo trapped within reach of the upper levels of the planet's atmosphere. Okay. Zero ice deposit found. Okay. Tomb World
Construction
has
completed.
bubbling swamp. Why is it every planet outside of my area that I colonize is showing up with freaking strategic resources? Alright, Luam Starbase is ready to upgrade. Efrov Starbase is ready for a new building. Resource silos? It's either resource silos or deep space black site. Maybe crew quarters. Let's do resource silos. Now that took a chunk of the alloys I really need for other things. Trimus Gateway is completed. That means I can change its trade route. Trimus can go straight to Earth. And that will clear out the piracy in that area. Speaking of which, yep, 6th Fleet is still en route to stamp out the piracy along here. Then we will get... Oops. Then we will get that sector. And any more remaining piracy, let's double check this again. This is actually still showing some leftover I didn't quite get. Yeah, I'll have to sweep back over there to get that last bit. I think I'm doing a good job of stamping it out along this way. But yeah, we'll just go through the gateways to do it. We will end up going back through these areas and then back up to there. That was 6th Fleet, which was right here. So we will get those 3, and then we needed to come through here. Let's go back to Delta Pavonis just to be sure. Now that it's been a few days...
Construction completed.
It's still showing a route that way. Maybe it'll be next month. There's a gateway in this system. Why isn't it going straight to Earth? There we go. That's better. Because now it was creating more piracy along this route that I would just stomped out. Good Lord. I don't know why it didn't route through the gateway. That one's going through the gateway. That one's going there, which is going there, which is going through a gateway. Uh-huh. All well and good. Winjo Station is fully upgraded. Orbital logistics system, and it's got all of the modules. That should mean... Yeah, I was already upgrading here.
Construction completed.
This one is ready for an actual upgrade to Citadel.
Construction completed.
I ran out of... I just got the mercenary garrison here. This one, it'll just be waiting on defenses at this point. I would like to get Succubus's Ball online first. League of Brian States is in a commercial pact with the Hithians. The Festival of Worlds, organized by the Artisan Troop, had, for a time, brought joy to the people of the United Nations of Earth. Alas, it was not meant to last. On Avalon, festival activities have resulted in a huge crowd stampeding and killing thousands of citizens. It is not clear what circumstances led to this tragic loss of life, but there is now growing resentment toward our administration and the festival's organizers alike. Organized panic, reduced happiness and energy credits, and a synthetic pop died. Or divert the media's attention. I don't have the influence to do that. We'll just have to say it's unfortunate. And deal with the modifiers for 2 years. I don't have the influence to do the other one.
System survey concluded.
Alright, since you are now done with Omicron Percy, let's just have you jump. I guess to Avalam. And after that, we'll have you head up this way to get these, well, I gotta wait till you jump to give you that next order, don't I? Oh, he actually made it. Oh, and I meant to go through my empire. Tezekian Hive made peace with the Zuafan Ancients. Wait a minute. Zuafan Ancients is humiliated. Tezekian Hive gains influence. Oh, that's another way I could be gaining influence, is humiliating people. I cannot believe the Tezekian Hive humiliated. Yeah, it had enough allies. They have actually decimated the Zuafan Ancients. But they've still got a humongous fleet. 72k fleet here. The thing was, they just won because they snuck around behind their fleet. They just had the numbers to go around. If this fleet had actually been back over here, because you see these power levels, this fleet would have wiped the floor with the fleets that came back through here. They just got it by occupying the territory. That's odd. I mean, they had the power to do something about it. They're going to keep provoking them till the Zuafan Ancients wake up and kick their butts, man. I mean, right now it's a fallen empire. An awoken empire is a little bit tougher.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Fortified core layers. Additional layers of armor plating within the structure itself improves the resiliency of military stations. Now we're doing kinetic weapon attack speed. Let's see, we have defense platform damage, minerals, planetary build speed. Yeah, kinetic weapon attack speed works. The Sonderthan star hierarchy has embraced the prosperity network and become more pacifistic. They are a harmonious collective, still authoritarian. We have a favor with the Pirac. I just realized why they're sitting there. Is one of my fleets on take point? Nope, 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 and nope. No, they're not following my fleets. Why are they just sitting there? It's not about the products, it's about the benefits of purchasing the products. Food storage containers for research. Not interested. Move along. Ugo Praknar is in a commercial pact with the Verzak.
Construction completed.
Council election will be held in 180 days. Right now it looks like we're going to remain members of the council. The members of the council don't appear to be changing, basically. Although the Fire Tribes of Kel is getting up there in power level. Their tech is still far behind. Our base is 42, their base is 26. Yeah, they're falling way behind in tech, even though they are in the area with us, the Galactic Technologist Alliance. Where's the Pirac on here? It's sad that I can't even recognize my own allies' icons. There they are. Yeah, the Pirac is actually the lowest of the technologies of us. Alright, we're going to go ahead and upgrade Efrov. So now I've reached a point where both influence and alloys are a bottleneck for me, and alloys are still kind of bottlenecked by minerals, which are starting to dwindle as I add more industrial districts. And our mega shipyard is now completed, the first stage of it. The first stages of our mega shipyard is now complete. A vast framework awaits the installation of the manufacturing bays, which will one day make this facility the shipbuilding capital of the galaxy. So it actually already is giving me a ship build speed. So when I do go to reinforce, it should be fine. But again, alloys, bottleneck for this. Next stage is the core. The core of the mega shipyard contains much of the infrastructure required to move and process the vast quantities of materials needed to supply the production berths. That'll double the bonus effect and give us 10 shipyards here. Right now we have 5 shipyards, so we can actually build ships here fairly quickly. And I believe they already qualify for, well, maybe not. It does not appear as if I can build juggernauts here yet, despite having multiple shipyards. So yeah, it'll be a later upgrade before it actually gets the capacity to do juggernauts and titans, I believe. You guys enjoying watching my mega shipyard get built there? My Pirac friends? It's an impressive structure. This was the base, and this was the first stage that I just built. Let's actually go check out our other megastructures real quick. I actually haven't bothered to look at them in a while. So the fully built sentry array basically looks like an oversized space station. Actually, is it oversized? Yeah, that's not quite a citadel yet. It's just slightly bigger than the citadel, I believe. You can see the different panels opening and closing. Our science nexus. Still hasn't got its research wings yet, but it still provides a decent amount of science. The matter decompressor is actually close to another stage being completed. Yeah, it's lensing straight into that, oh, blinded! Yeah, don't stare into it. Let's see. Yeah, it's what's creating the blinding light. It's actually lensing straight into the black hole. It's about 2.5 months away from being completed with this stage. Then it should only have one left. The interstellar assembly is still just a site, as is the Strategic Coordination Center. They both look identical at site stage. My Dyson sphere is also merely a site, and it also looks the same. There we go. So that's 7 megastructures. There's only one other, which is the ring world. Now the ring world requires, let's just pick a random constructor. The ring world actually requires influence to build, a chunk of it. That I am okay with as an influence cost because of what a ring world gives you. If we look at how much I am getting out of Cybrex Alpha, which didn't cost me any influence to repair, you know, this was one I just got. But if we look at what all I get out of this, I mean, one ring section that isn't even fully complete, fully outfitted, is still providing me almost 600 research of every category. This one, which is a little bit further along, is closer to 750 research in every category. My production area is providing me 350 consumer goods and about 120 metal alloys, and it's only about halfway completed with industrial segments. Now, the industrial world here isn't really going to boost output. What it's going to do is reduce the minerals upkeep of these jobs. Currently, let's see, where my artisans are taking about 200, my metallurgists are taking about 130. So 10% of that is probably going to end up actually being a smaller amount than that because these are both boosted about 30%. Yeah. So yeah, that's 130% basically. I wonder if the core would... Let's just look at it. Yeah. Yeah, and we don't... Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that, but that works. That pulled all the damn culture workers out. That'll boost my metallurgist, but it'll tank my thing. I kind of wish it would reset. No, we need entertainers. We need culture workers. Let's just leave it mixed like that. That's fine. Did not mean to click on it that way. You have to click up here to get the breakdown. And then you can click on the individuals. But yeah, their upkeep base is 6. Being an industrial world is knocking 0.6 off of that. But then it's getting raised another 1.8 from the level of the capital. So yeah, it's basically at a net of 1.2 above. So it's not going to be huge reducing that, but I can reduce that much more drastically by upgrading the tiers of this, which might be something to consider if I have run into mineral issues again. But the better choice for my next thing to upgrade the ascension tiers on is actually my capital, because my capital gives 10% to all resources from jobs, as well as giving a boost to stability and amenities. As I upgrade the capital, I would need less sources of amenities. I could probably get rid of the hyper entertainment forums almost altogether when this thing is boosted up, and make do with the bonuses I'm getting from clerks for the most part. And the politicians, I believe they also add amenities. Yes, 3 amenities each. I could make do with them and replace the hyper entertainment forums with, say, more administration. That might not necessarily be necessary, but I mean, boosting the Empire Capital, it's mainly the resources from jobs that are going to help. because that's going to affect my industrial districts, my generator districts, my administrators, anything that produces unity, the administrators, the politicians, even the, I did not mean to favorite that, but it didn't matter, even the enforcers, I think. No, they don't actually produce unity, so they won't get resources from jobs for that. The unity I'm getting is based on the defensive armies I have on the planet. They all provide a little bit of a unity bonus. Yeah, my armies are providing about 250 unity a month. But yeah, that would be the next planet to worry about boosting the Ascension tier, because it affects everything resource-wise. As for that, Blizzard is actually completely maxed out. It is getting 87.5 bonus to both miners and strategic resource gatherers. And that means I'm actually producing almost 700 minerals on this world alone, because of those bonuses added with the other bonuses we get. We may still have that, and I don't even have all the miner jobs being worked. There's one available miner job. Yeah, let's see the breakdown. Yeah, instead of producing the base of 4, they actually end up producing about 25. That's more than 6 times that they are producing. Each miner producing 25 minerals is just amazing. And my rare resource gatherers, strategic resource gatherers, are getting over triple the bonuses from it. Yeah, they're producing almost 7 points from the base of 6.
Research concluded.
Alright, Nerve Dampeners 3, and we are on to the Gargantuan Evolution. That is going to give us energy credits from jobs. And then we'll be back to the repeatables. We already had a decent progress on that. We'll have this knocked out in 3 months. Yeah, so it'll be May when we get that, most likely.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Got our 4th level of focusing arrays. And for some reason you're not on auto research. Let me pick something for you. What do I want to pick? Let's go with the building cost reduction for the next one. Yeah, I kind of wish you could get a breakdown of your technological bonuses on this screen. You can see, if you mouse over a specific ship, your energy weapon modifiers or other weapon modifiers if you have them. Oh, humans! The last haul! You would not believe it! Crates and crates overflowing with munitions, cubic tons of it! Come, please, look! Give us... Oh, they still want alloys for racket pops. No, I'm struggling with alloys. No, thank you. Now, if you guys wanted to sell me alloys, I might be able to trade something to you. So I had forgotten about the Hubble, but it's going to take it a year to get over here, and then about a year to get those 4, and I've still got about 4 years left, so I don't need to salvage those. Plus, I think I am on the last one here in Arai, so I could have him go scavenge those as well to make it a little faster. We're just about done surveying the Arai system. The key to extracting matter from the black hole is the ultimate refinement of the gravity redirection system. Forming a focused area of twisted gravity, in effect creating a vast drill whose bore is made of redirected and concentrated gravitational force. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are the same you get by mousing over the project before you select it. That should help with my minerals. And the next one is the final stage. So I need 12,500 to be able to do it and boost it up to the final stage. I could buy another 2,500, but that's a drop in the hat. I wonder if I would be better off buying reliquaries. I might get bigger chunks of alloys for a better price. Or seeing if I can trade for it. Let me just bring up somebody. Do I have favors with you? 5 favors. Now, I don't think there's any way to actually trade the favors I already have. I mean, there's no way to actually make use of the favors I already have in trades. All I could do is trade them new favors. I couldn't call in my existing favors, basically, for trade negotiations. They didn't want you exploiting AI by, basically just trading favors for resources.
System survey concluded.
So we have fully surveyed the Arise system and are now on our way over there. There were 4 Tundra worlds here. One of them would have made a good farming world. That would have made a good farming world. Also with some physics research. Another good farming world. And 1 decent mining world. But none of these actually had any strategic resources. So yeah, that's not a great system, but it's not mine anyway. Alright, so it's going to take 6 months to get over here, but I actually could jump a little closer and cut some of the time off.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Gargantuan evolution. Void spawn eggs have evolved to withstand the harsh conditions of space by absorbing and conserving energy from their nearest star. And now we're going into fleet command limit, which I don't really care that much about. But you know what? Let them go. I could go for like monthly unity. Alright, Uko Praknar broke off the commercial pact with the Verzak. I should probably tell all these fleets to upgrade. So this is going to chew into my... where are you going to upgrade? Luam Station, Yilon. Okay, you guys are actually breaking up to go different areas. Why are so many headed to Luam? Just because it is the nearest one?
Ship upgrades applied.
Yeah, if you'd stayed there, you'd be ready to upgrade. Whatever. As the Racket Industrial Fleet entered orbit of Avalon for what should have been a brief courtesy visit today, a spontaneous outbreak of goodwill turned into a combination of open-air market and party. Yeah, we've had this one before. Got some energy credits out of it. Yeah, if they'd all just waited right there, they all could be upgrading, but they decided, hey, let's go to Luam. It's going to take them a month to get to Luam. Seriously. If you guys not left yet, you know what? All of you go back there. Let me do it this way. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Stop what you're doing. I want all of you to upgrade there. Thank you. Yilon has plenty of things to upgrade all of you. We have remained the current council. And Fire Tribes of Kel is in a research agreement with the Tezekians. Now there's a risk here of delaying too long to open the L gate and someone else beating me to it and it opening when I'm not ready, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think the AI will be opening the L gate before mid-game crisis, another 60 years. Let's see, reliquaries cost me 10,000 energy. Let's open one. Oh my god, the gamble paid off. The reliquary does not contain anything where one would expect hollow space for storage. Instead, the smooth black block of metal alloy, one interior wall of the reliquary, blending seamlessly into another. Yes! 35,000. Okay, we're going to get a couple more of our projects, megastructures going. Even though I could use that to do other things. I want to get the matter decompressor upgraded. Because that is going to take 5 years. Wait. Yeah, 5 years. The Dyson Sphere we need to get online. And the Mega Shipyard. We need to get working on upgrading it. We can only do 3 megastructures at a time. What's the third one? Oh, we are working on the base for the art college. Okay, so with the remaining 12k, I could start reinforcing First Fleet. Or I could finish Succubus's Ball. What does it have left? It needs 6 more. The kinetic batteries, 3 kinetic batteries, and 3 blue star, and an ion cannon. Now, all of its defenses are queued up, so Succubus's Ball will be completely online. When it is done, I don't have to worry about more being stored up. Verakus Black Hole is in the process. These I will discontinue queuing up as I need to. I do have one that is in the process of being fully completed. That's Almac. It is working on the final station, the ion cannon. I've been trying my best to get all of my borders up and running and filling out their defense platforms. After I get all of my bastions completed with their defense platforms, I plan on doing like 1 star base a time. You know, working on 1 star base at a time. Earth, of course, would be the next one. I'd probably do a few on it and a few on the orbital ring there. But yeah, I have 6.9k more. I could start reinforcing the fleet. Actually, if I hadn't spent any of it, I could fully reinforce all of my fleets. Let's see. Titan assembly yards. Starbase needs to be Citadel level. Titan assembly yards. Building. Oh, crap. So I am going to need... Where's Yelon? Starbase buildings. So we have the Colossal assembly yard. There's actually a Titan assembly yard I have to add to these. Maybe I have to give up the crew quarters. Or some of these that have the Colossal assembly yards. That just allows me to build the Juggernauts. I could alternate which ones have that and which ones have the other. Let's see. Yelon, we will change out the Colossal assembly yards for the Titan. Blorgsbane has a Colossal. Lawam will also get a Titan. Yeah, so we'll only need 1 Colossal and 2 Titan assembly yards. We could actually get rid of the crew quarters in here and have both if we really wanted to. But I believe we will have access to both when we fully upgrade the Mega Shipyard. I believe it will end up having access to both. Yeah, reduced cost, faster build speed. What's the difference between build speed and build time? Interesting. But yeah, it's churning out quite a few of these cruisers and destroyers. Let's actually go to the fleet manager. Where are things being built? Yilon is churning out some. The Mega Shipyard Framework is churning out some. And Luam is churning out some.
Construction completed.
What are the odds of us getting that reliquary again the next time we go for one? Let's give you another habitation module. That'll keep you busy for a year. That is delaying my masteries of nature, unfortunately. Alvathari gave us a favor. And these ships will be back in about a month. Oh, we have a new proposal. Minor research sanctions. The Hazar are supporting that. That one was already up here and apparently got revoked by whoever had proposed it. Again, I'm not getting the messages when people change their mind on ones that I was supporting. It appears the Pirac have finally left Yilon. I'm not sure why they were loitering there. Where did you go? That's not the fleet that was there. I wasn't paying attention, so I missed when they moved off or where they moved off. There they are. They jumped over to Luam. But it still says no orders. Are you guys just kind of poking around and checking out my area? You have 2 Titans.
Ship upgrades applied.
3rd Fleet is now upgraded. We have refugees from the Tezekian Hive, Neo-Sutharians. Let us actually go ahead and open another reliquary. Reliquary contains a gun of unknown origin with the apparent trigger assembly removed. Let's open another one. Same thing. Alright, one more. Reliquary is filled with untold riches. Indeed, no one present at the opening is capable of accurately describing the immense wealth, if they will even acknowledge its existence at all. But the Treasury's balance sheet spells it out clearly enough. 4,000 minerals and energy credits. It was less than I paid, but okay. Alright, so anytime we get up a little bit, we're going to keep opening reliquaries and hope that we get another huge chunk of alloys, because I could definitely use it. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking those colossal assembly yards
Ship upgrades applied.
would have also allowed me to build Titans. I didn't realize they only allow me to build the Juggernaut and Colossus. So 5th Fleet is fully upgraded.
Ship upgrades applied.
And 2nd Fleet. That just leaves 4th and 6th. And 1st Fleet, I realize,
is the key to the universe.
has every reinforcement queued up except for the Titans, I think. Because it's down 5 cruisers and the 2 Titans. The 5 cruisers are being constructed. So it will have everything but the Titans. And then I think Third Fleet is the next one I started queuing up some Corvettes for. Loader efficiency. Minor technical advances combined with improved shipboard routines for handling munitions to provide a noticeable boost in fire rate. Now we're going with kinetic weapon damage. Okay. Fourth Fleet is done. That just leaves Sixth. Another set of reinforcements that'll take about a month. Oh, there's a war. The Grand Fleet. Build a fleet with a total size above 120. So that means First Fleet finally got some reinforcements. Zakplot Vestiges has declared war on the Awoken again. Buffer zone creation. Our Empire's relative power must be greater than pathetic and less than overwhelming to be declared as rivals. Oh, I can no longer declare them as rivals because they are considered pathetic. And that's purely because their economy is so bad. I mean, you look at this, they have overwhelming tech, superior fleet power, but yet their relative power is considered pathetic to me. Even though their fleet power is superior, their technology is overwhelming, their economy is so horrible that I cannot declare them as a rival. You guys suck.
Ship upgrades applied.
Alright, all of my fleets are fully upgraded. I'll just leave Yilon sitting, Sixth Fleet sitting in Yilon.
Interstellar debris analyzed.
We finished scavenging the debris in Gozum. It gave me nothing. I got nothing out of it. Yeah, I got nothing out of it. No alloys or anything. Yeah, I think the reason I got nothing out of that is because I had set them to research the project instead of scavenging the debris. So there was nothing there to research, so it gave me nothing. Who just died? Bonden has died at the age of 166. We need a new scientist. He was the one who was scavenging one of the debris. So we have a cyborg with XP gain, materials, and a biologist. Oh, that's a Dis. We can now see their max age. 160. Let's get Torba. What species are you? Ubaric. So I was in the process of scavenging that one, and then once I finished scavenging that one, I was sending Bondel back to Efrov to assist research here until I was ready to check out the L cluster. Verzak has entered a commercial pact with the Hazar. Hazar Commonwealth, which is to give them association status. I'll vote yes. We'll see how it goes. I don't know how the Fire Tribes of Kel or the Pirak or the Holy Gagasi feel about them. But association status, while it builds up trust and relations, is basically simply a non-aggression pact from your federation to them. It works just like a non-aggression pact. Did it pass or fail? It didn't say. Oh, yes, they were given association status, so it did pass. I didn't get to see who all voted on it. And the Hazar are now in a research agreement with them.
Interstellar debris analyzed.
Oh, we got 21 alloys out of that one at least. You know what? Let's go ahead and open another reliquary. Give me a chunk of consumer goods. It's beautiful blue marbles. Oh look! The Tilanesti hive built a gateway. It's not just the Tezekians spamming them now. Okay, so they humiliated the Awoken again. They've got 2 squadrons here. What is that? Is that a Colossus or a Titan? I believe that's a Titan. Yeah, it says Titan on it. I should have seen it. So yeah, Titan. I was actually mousing over the battle cruiser is the reason it was throwing me off at first. But yeah, they came here, bombarded a bit, basically humiliated them. They like to bully that little empire. We're going to have to do something about them. Their fleet size, one of them is 300k, the other's 180. That is a lot bigger than my current fleets. If I combined all of my fleets, I might be at 300. Might, when they're fully outfitted.
Interstellar debris analyzed.
Another 21 alloys. And that leaves 2 more debris. We're no longer connected with the League of Phemisto.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Out of curiosity, does League of Phemisto still exist? Yes. So we got another level of gravitational analysis. Now we are working on more flash coolant. Where is Vlur? He was around here last I saw. Yep, he's still kind of meandering around up in this area. Alright, we completed the Mega Art Installation site in Obatelis. So where you do not have orders to go anywhere else, where did I want that ring world? There was a system that was otherwise worthless. Was it this one? Yes. Let's go here. And it'll be a while before I can set up a ring world, but this is my guy who goes around doing the mega structures, so I'm not worried about jumping him over there. He can take his sweet time. I'm not going to be building it anytime soon. Have a favor with the United Ubaric Pact. We are losing food at a massive rate. I guess it's time for me to look back into my agriculture. Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe spring, since it has the name spring, maybe it shouldn't be an agriculture segment instead of a trade segment. I could keep the trade segments I've already got. Let's see, that's 8 jobs. This would provide more jobs, less housing though. Less surplus housing. This is 8 jobs, 10 housing. This is 10 jobs, 10 housing. But yeah, I could switch these over to farmers. Spring does make more sense as an agriculture. That's something to think about. Right now, my strategic resources are starting to dwindle again. I need to get back to getting habitats and finish off at least Caravan. I'll be putting 3 refineries in Caravan. See, the one in Almac, yeah, I could finish off that one. That would be a 3rd refinery in Almac. Yilon would get me another mining. Minerals are doing alright, so that one can wait. Otherwise, Yilon looks like it would be energy and science and a refinery. Lawam would be a mining, a refinery, a refinery, a refinery, a refinery. Yeah, a lot of refineries here. So yeah, Lawam might be the next one I work on. Yeah.
Interstellar debris analyzed.
151 alloys. That's a
Construction
tiny amount.
completed.
Alright, Trimus finished its upgrade. Let's go ahead. I don't have the influence to do that. Xian Yang is energy based. So let's go ahead and get some stratospheric ionization elements. That'll keep it busy for a year. And I will probably switch this. I'll go ahead and switch it now to a forge world. So I could actually replace these civilian industries with something else. Those are 2 specialist jobs. If I switch this to a barracks or a fortress, it would end up being worker jobs. No rare planetary features whatsoever. Yeah, I guess I'll just go ahead and switch it to a stronghold. Sure, it will cause unemployment. Those people may move off-world. That's fine. That would free up jobs here and fill up jobs that are needed elsewhere. But yeah, it only takes about 3 months to swap them over to a stronghold.
Construction completed.
Lawam has finished upgrading. This needs to be a Titan assembly yard. I don't currently have the alloys for it. Urzo organism would like to establish an embassy. Finally. Yes, I'm all for that. I think the Urzo has actually gotten more powerful than their, wait a minute. It said subsidiary? Are you a megacore? You're a hive mind, but you are a subsidiary. Is a subject type with a corporate overlord. Tazekian Hive is corporate? They don't appear to be. It's really weird since you can't have commercial packs with Gestalt consciousnesses. So if this is a corporate type economy, they can't open, they're not technically a megacore. They can't, Gestalt consciousness megacore is just messed up.
We are being hailed.
If Zorak wants an embassy, finally people are starting to realize that I have been trying to play the nice guy.
Construction completed.
Alright, this starbase. Ibriri, I think I'm going to put mercenary garrisons here. Which reminds me, Lawam can start on its Titan assembly yard. Okay, one thing of note. As I said, I haven't really played with Titans much in the past. There's an overall cap to how many Titans you can have. I can only have the one Juggernaut. I can have one Titan and another Titan for every 200 naval capacity I have. So when I get up to 1,000, I'll be able to support 6 Titans. So I will not be able to support the Titans I have planned in these fleets at this time. Let's see, the Excalibur. Yeah, let's put the Invincible in first fleet. Second fleet will get the Invincible as well. Third fleet will get the Excalibur. As will fourth fleet, I believe. No, I'll give it the Invincible. Fifth fleet will get the Excalibur, and I believe sixth fleet is also going to get the Excalibur. So that gives me actually 16 more naval capacity for, and I will probably do battleships. That's 2 additional battleships. I can get one class up to 5 for each of these. Whichever class I had 3 of, I'll just bump it up another 2. There we go. Yeah, because I can't support that many, as I get more fleets, more fleet capacity and more, naval capacity, then I will be able to support more. But right now I can't even support the 6 I have planned out. But I can fill up the rest with battleships, which are actually pretty good at this area anyway. So we will just build up that way and just use 1 Titan per fleet right now. 6th fleet will not get its Titan until I reach 1,000 naval capacity. I might actually work on the Strategic Coordination Center. It gives 50 naval capacity. Yeah, I might work on it when I finish the matter decompressor. It could be the other one I start working on.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
But usually I have large enough fleets to steamroll most of the people. Without even using Titans. It's usually by the time I get battleships, I start getting to the point where everybody else is so far below me in tech, it's ridiculous. Alright, Admiralty Support Staff. Improving the support staff available to our admirals will increase the number of ships they can command in a single fleet. And now we're working on starbase capacity. That will also help my naval capacity because I can build more anchorages. We also got high-density munitions. Ultra-dense slugs can punch through even the strongest of projected shields. And we're working on synchronized firing patterns too. There's quite a ways you can go with the repeatables.
Construction completed.
So just because you finished all the non-repeatable tech does not mean the game is over. There is still a lot of progress you need to do. The Fallen Empires have a lot of the repeatables, which is the reason their fleets are so powerful. Alright, so here goes some more naval capacity. And now our fleets will actually go up to 170. I think I'll hold off before I start adding more. I could add an extra battleship to each of the lower ones, but I think I'll hold off until I start adding more, till I get even more fleet capacity. Now, I do have quite a few farmer jobs that aren't being worked right now because they got pulled up into higher tier jobs. But I believe the majority of my drop was due to Overlord subsidies increasing. More because my pops really haven't been skyrocketing much since I cut down on the synthetics robot construction. But even then, the robots didn't consume food. We have a favor with the Gronshu. There is a new proposal. Apparently, whoever originally proposed minor military sanctions decided to withdraw their proposal. We're getting a lot of these fickle proposals right now.
Construction completed.
Alright, Avalon. Avalon is mainly a research world. I don't believe there's any orbital ring buildings that assist research. Other than that, it has a little bit of generator districts, a little bit of mining districts, but I was mainly pushing everything over to, except for the electrical. So this is one case where, for buildings, I really wouldn't need much to support. I could actually throw things like the transit hub on this planet. Now this gives a system modifier. So I believe having one on one orbital ring means you don't need it on the starbase. Avalon doesn't have a starbase in its system anyway. So yeah, let's give it a transit hub. And I guess for the other one, I could do something to support the generator districts that I do have here.
Construction completed.
Efrov has upgraded. And I don't have the alloys to do anything, but at this point I'm actually considering hydroponics bays. I mean, that'd be 15 food per hydroponics bay. I really don't need more crew quarters and stuff around here. I could actually switch some of the other star bases to have hydroponics bays. Tilinesti is no longer guaranteeing the independence of the League of Phemisto. Grant us a small military fleet. Where did it throw the fleet this time? 4 cruisers. 6th Fleet still needs cruisers, I think. Sixth Fleet needs 3 cruisers. 5th Fleet needs 4. So, Joan of Arc. So we will retrofit these. Not bad. We will retrofit these to be Joan of Arcs. Upgrade. For some reason it's not upgrading. Back to Fleet Manager, we will go to, was it 5th Fleet? Remove those 4 Joan of Arcs. Oh, is in the freaking, yeah. They keep giving it to me in the center of the galaxy where they're going to have to teleport around. One of our admirals has passed away. I think we still had a spare. Yes, we do. That was Obertans. That was 6th Fleet. That was the Chuskaran. The first thing I want to do is open another reliquary. Another gun of unknown origin. Basically, every time I get up above 60, I will probably open a reliquary. So that fleet they granted me is going to take over a year to get back. Boy, it's going to be close with the ban organic slave trade. It flicked to failing for a second there. We're going to have to keep an eye on this to make sure it passes. The construction of the impressive juggernaut has been completed. This mobile behemoth changes the paradigm of offensive warfare entirely. It can construct and repair ships on the front line, and is equipped with devastating firepower, allowing for a ceaseless assault of those who dare stand against us. Only fools will oppose the United Nations of Earth now. Build a juggernaut. Okay. Fire Tribes of Kel wants to... No! Stop it! Alright, so we have our first juggernaut. Now, it cannot build Titans or Colossi, but it can repair them. Alright. So we will go ahead and move this juggernaut. Has its own little icon. I like that. The UNS Ararat to Succubus's Ball. Which is now in the process of building its final defense platform. Yeah, it is very close here.
Construction completed.
It passed. So, organic slave trade has hereby been banned. We have minor sanctions to Yankee. Let's see, if I actually pull my support from these. Nope, not enough to get the Yankee all the way to the top. But I can immediately get it on the floor, trying it again. And I think I'm going to do that. Now we'll need to keep an eye on it this time, because as you see, it is very close. And we'll need to pull in favors if we have to make sure it passes.
Construction completed.
League of Phemisto is in a non-aggression pact with the Verzak. Gorham Starbase has finished upgrading. That is one of my border stations. Mercenary Garrison is what it's getting. I just about have
completed.
All of my... I switched over the crew quarters on the non-shipyards, basically, over to hydroponics base. We have Flash Coolant 2. We are now researching Applied Superconductivity 3.
Construction completed.
The brewery station is pretty much done. It does have a resource silo. It was basically just defensive for this mega structure. I did want it a little bit more defensive. That's the reason I did not give it like a crew quarters and hydroponics bay. I'm going to keep it with a resource silo because I am getting rid of a few others. So we have synchronized firing patterns 2 and are now working on synapse interceptors 2.
Construction completed.
Obtelis now has a hydroponics bay, as does Guthrie Maelstrom. Yeah, I did decide, even though I have a megastructure going to be built here, I would rather have hydroponics and resource silo. Let's open another reliquary. That's like the third or fourth gun of unknown origin we've gotten in a row. Not getting as lucky as we were the first time we opened one in a while and got all of those alloys. In a final act of abandoning their organic roots, the citizens of the Pirac hierarchy, already heavily modified by cybernetic implants, have uploaded their neuropatterns into new synthetic avatars. The new machine race calls itself the Mimicron, and its members are impervious to disease or aging. Just how complete this neural upload process was remains to be seen. So our friends, the Pirac, are now robotic. They picked an appropriate model. Going from the crab to something that looked like that. Attention, denizens of the galaxy. The rumors you have heard are true. We have abandoned the flawed organic containers that imprisoned our minds and embraced the future. With minimal data loss, all of our citizens have uploaded their neural pattern into new synthetic avatars. These superior platforms will serve us much better than the flesh constructs we have abandoned. Do not be alarmed by our new appearance. Although we may be stronger, faster, more intelligent, and immune to aging, rest assured that we are still the same beings that we were before. Wonder what that does to our relations. Well, we get a -20 because they're now artificial beings, but other than that, they have no issues with us. We still have excellent relations.
Construction completed.
Fire Tribes of Kel has declared the Prime Awareness their rival. It's about time. Alright, they're equivalent to me. The Prime Awareness is considered superior. So they can be my rival if our relations get bad enough. Unlike the Fallen Empires, but yeah, to make them a rival, I would either have to have them declare me a rival or go to harm relations. They actually have no real negative modifiers yet. They will get allied to rivals eventually. I forgot to save up to upgrade this. Oh well. Verzak broke off their non-aggression with League of Phemisto. That didn't last long.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
An extra starbase. So that's Interstellar Expansion 3. And now we are working on transgenic crops. Our food has gotten positive with the advent of more farmers being employed. Plus, I did shift one of the commercial segments over to an agricultural segment here. Although only one person is currently working as a farmer here. I could pull those clerks. There we go. I should have done that a while ago. Now we will actually have quite a positive food surplus. Which does remind me also, I can convert one of these resource silos, I guess this one, to a food processing facility. We have a new resolution. Minor economic sanctions. Yep. People keep getting extremely fickle about what they are proposing and supporting. So the Guardian Angels Act, enable veto power, comfort the fallen. Those are about the only ones that are being brought on here that I want. Well, we finally jumped significantly above the Prime Awareness. They have 3878 in technology, whereas we have 4680. That makes us one of the most technologically advanced. Actually, the Tazekian Hive has surpassed Prime Awareness with their base tech value. Let's buy another reliquary. Oh, we got a chunk of food. Military contained a shipment of military rations. All the markings on the packaging have worn off, but the contents appear safe and compatible with United Nations of Earth biology. I've got a lot of biologies in the United Nations of Earth. Well, in that case, let's just sell chunks of this. And let's actually sell some minerals and some consumer goods. Now we can open a few more reliquaries. That one gave me society research. The inner walls of the reliquary are pitted and scarred. Traces of biological material can be recovered from the deeper pockets. That was a very puny amount of society research. I will burn through that in a month, because I produce 4 times that amount.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Alright, we've got the next level of synapse interceptors, and are now working on more kinetic weapon attack speed. Someone else in the Galactic Technologist Alliance has this. Tazekians have that, and someone else has that. So the Galactic Technologist Alliance is also doing repeatables at this point, so they are keeping pace with us a little bit, even though their tech level is listed as a lot lower. We just have more repeatables in more areas. They're probably specialized in 1 or 2 areas. Or it might just be one of them, like the Kelzin, who are keeping up. I have almost got all of my bastions fully outfitted with defense platforms. I've just got a few, I think, Gorham, Breglar, and Kahinnis. Tillinesti Hive built another gateway. So far, only the Prime Awareness has been working on a megastructure.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Applied superconductivity. And we are now working on another gravitational analysis. Time to renew our agreement with the artisan troop. And let's organize a festival as well. Even though the last one was a disaster, we also need to renew our deal with the conglomerated scrappers. And it'll be 5 more years, I think, yeah, 5 more years before we can activate the Galatron again. But our economy has restabilized. As far as the megastructures go, we've got about a year and a half before the matter decompressor is fully online, and about the same before the Dyson Sphere has started its construction. Beyond that, we have not started on the Interstellar Assembly, or the Strategic Coordination Center, or the Mega Art installation. We've still got at least 2 upgrades before the Science Nexus is fully online. Although science is not a major push for me, I would rather get like the Mega Shipyard or the Strategic Coordination Center over that next. Actually, even the Mega Art installation, because it provides Unity bonuses and amenities all over the planets. But it has been another 5 years, depending on how long this episode comes out to be, because it didn't seem to take that long to record. I may extend it. If we check the opinion map mode, you'll notice there's a lot of green there with my empire selected. Most of the people really like my empire. Now, I checked this because I noticed here on the Tezekian Hive, I can actually get them into the Federation finally. We have enough bonus built up through mutual threats, and I have enough favors, maxed out on favors, to be able to get them, and it appears that everybody but the Hazar would vote yes. Now, bringing them in will also bring in the Urzo Organism, the Polysimus Mandate, the Uko Praknar Kingdom, and the Alvathari Star Assembly. So I was checking the opinion map mode to see if this would create any issues. Now, bringing them in will also be a huge cohesion hit. It will be a tremendous hit to our cohesion and delay when we get to level 4. But yeah, as you see, everybody loves me, and that's because I've done a lot of work. If you look right here with the Prime Awareness, we still have positive relations even with them because of my diplomacy and all of that, and I have not really declared rivalries creating issues, and I've done a lot of work with envoys, trying to basically get the galaxy to work together. Now, the Urzo Organism is another council member, so having them in the Federation would mean 2 Federation members hold the council. Now, I kind of wish there was more you could do with diplomacy in the mid-game, especially with mediating disputes and getting other people to work along. Kind of how we do with the espionage system. If we go over here to espionage, you see that it costs influence to be able to do these things. If they had things like this you could do that weren't espionage related, that were based upon having a envoy in there influencing, where you could mediate disputes or boost relations with other empires, it would be great. Even if it cost influence to do just like the espionage, it would make sense. And I kind of wish they would add that in. Now let's check some relations here. The League of Brian States, a lot of people like them. The Tezekians and the League of Brian States like each other. So that won't really create too many conflicts. However, if you see here, most of the Tezekian Hive's vassals do not like the Tezekian Hive. Mainly because of the way that they became vassals through war for the most part. There's still some residual harming of relations and stuff. Now that's going to create loyalty issues with the Tezekian Hive. Hopefully it won't create too many issues with us. Yeah, as of their vassals, only the Polysimus Mandate seems to dislike the League of Brian States. And the League of Brian States don't hate the Polysimus Mandate, so that may not affect the League of Brian States wanting to be in the Federation, hopefully. That will leave all the conflicts over on the west side of the galaxy. That's where most people dislike each other. So yeah, we could bring in the Tezekian hive, and then we would still be able to possibly invite the League of Brian states later. Just worried about this relation that the Tezekian hives have with their own vassals creating issues. This is a risk of inviting them, that it could cause a collapse to the Galactic Technologist Alliance in a way. It could also drive other people away. But having the Urzo in here would be great. Because the Urzo, everybody likes the Urzo. As a matter of fact, I think the Urzo has gotten a lot more powerful than the Tezekians. It wouldn't surprise me if they break away from the Tezekians at some point. But yeah, we'll just have conflicts over here on the west side, like the Ivzorak, nobody really likes them. The Prime Awareness is another issue. The Tillinesti and the Commonwealth of Man, I don't know if we'll ever get them to convert, basically. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and do this. We're going to go ahead and invite them to the Federation. And we're going to spend enough favors to make sure there's a cushion there in case something changes. So it's going to spend most of my favors, but we should make sure that they accept. And I'm pretty sure this will get passed. Because, like I said, I think the only one who was voting against it was the Hazar. We can double check that real quick. Yeah, the others are all voting yes because I have sponsored it. My sponsorship was enough to overcome the distance modifiers for everybody but the Hazar. Yeah, the Hazar have 144 in positive relations. It has to be a distance modifier causing this. If they had a gateway, they probably would not have this issue because the gateway would make them adjacent to the Tezekians because of the gateway connection. As more gateways get built, distance modifiers drop off more. But that would allow us to get the League of Brian states in because more people would be close to them through the Tezekians. Because the Tezekians do have several gateways up there. That's still going to create an issue getting the Garanshu in. And of course, it's going to be a huge hit to the cohesion, which is going to create problems in the long run for us getting to level 4. The Prime Awareness is the real threat here. I hope people start to realize that. So let's watch this and proceed on. Oh, get out of the way. Proceed onward just to see how long it takes for the different members of the Federation to vote. Hazar voted against it, as expected, but it still passed. Pirak didn't even need to vote. Now we just need to see when they accept.
Construction completed.
Blizzard Station has upgraded. I don't have the influence to add another habitation module. This planet is mining. So I can't really specialize the industry. I'd only be able to upgrade one side of it. What else do I want to consider with the buildings? No, I could put a transit hub on it, or a hydroponics bay. Let's see, Giga Mall boost clerks, amenities from clerks. No point in an orbital filing system, or I could just boost one side. If I did boost one side, it would probably be alloys. Those are what I need more at this point. But I'm not going to really shift this off of mining because of the strategic resources. Well, I got enough influence. We can just add another habitation module and not worry about it for a year. It's an election cycle. Wadogs is the leading candidate by far. She's only 97, so she's got quite a few years left in her, I believe. There we go. They accepted. and joined the Federation. Opposites attract. Have all 8 ethics represented within your Federation? What the hell? Alright, in an effort of seek greater unity beyond the Tezekian Hive, we will join the Technologist Alliance. Of seek? In an effort to seek greater unity beyond the Tezekian Hive. Little grammatical error there. So, yes, our cohesion completely tanked. And as a matter of fact, we're losing cohesion right now. But that's probably because the members haven't added envoys yet. Urzo, Tezekian, Uko Praknar, and Polysimus, they will end up adding envoys, which should make it positive. Let's look at these ethics. We have all 8 diverse ethics and 5 opposing ethics. So we have the maximum penalty from ethics, which is minus 3.7. Let's see. Now, hopefully, being in here will... okay, the Polysimus are xenophobes. Well, that explains why I've got all 8. Hopefully, being in here will... Since we have both migration treaties and research agreements, it should blend them a little better, promoting both the xenophile and the egalitarian and materialist ethics. Let's look at Union's map mode. Yeah, the entire western side of the galaxy here, with the exception of the League of Brian States, is all a part of the Galactic Technologist Alliance now. Yes, okay. Now, as you see, the cohesion is going up 1.8. Everybody has added their envoys, finally. So everybody is contributing at least one envoy. We can actually see diplomatic things. Tezekians are fairly close to me in technological power. All the others are significantly lower. That should change because they will be getting the bonuses for the research agreements through us, so they should be able to catch up a little easier. Now here, if we look at the cohesion, we're only going up 1.8 a month, so it would take about 5.5 years to go positive again. And we'll be losing experience during all of that time. So we need to assign some envoys. We can pull out some envoys from our Federation allies. The Alvathari, the Hazar. Oh wait, I should not have pulled the one from the Hazar. That is my subject, so I'm going to have to end up putting one back in it. I'll probably put the Alvathari back in the Hazar. But we could pull out these others. Well, we've got 3 in here. Now we're going up 4.8. So that means in about 2.5 years, we should be positive again. Because in 10 months, or just 2 years actually, because in 10 months we should have 48 cohesion back. But yeah, let's pull the one out of the Alvathari and put it back in our subject, because we want to keep our subject high because that affects loyalty. The Sonderthan has decided to end their association status. They're a subject of the Brienne, so that's not a big issue to me. And for some reason it gave me the message about them twice. And it's because of the Polysimus mandate, according to that message, that they ended their association status. But yeah, they're a subject of the Brienne. It doesn't matter if they're associated with us. If we get the Brienne into the...
We are being hailed.
If we get the Brienne into the GTA, they'll follow. So the Polysimus wanted a envoy. The Sonderthan broke their migration treaty. When is the election? May 9th, in about a month. Have we completed the situation? Yes, we have way completed the mandate, so that should not be an issue. As per our president's mandate, our planetary districts have expanded, so we got another 1,000 unity. Waddugs was re-elected. Our new mandate is urbanizer. Build city districts. Not going to be an issue. All-seeing eye, what is that? Have an intel level of 100 on 5 different empires simultaneously. Okay, that is due to having more than 5 empires in my federation now. Our base intel is what? 80. And you add that to the fact that I have the Sentry array, that means my base intel on my Federation members is 100.
Research concluded.
Transgenic crops offer the nutritional elements of several standard food crops in one convenient package. And now we are working on interstellar expansion for another starbase capacity.
Ship upgrades applied.
4th Fleet has been fully upgraded. I can now combine them with 5th Fleet. No, 6th Fleet. Yeah. No, it is 5th Fleet. It has 144 capacity. Oh, that was the wrong button. I didn't mean to queue up more reinforcements for it. I meant to merge the fleets. There we go. Now they should merge. Tezekian Hive wishes to give the Hithian Confederation association status with the Federation. How do we feel about the Hithians? Alright, they're hegemonic imperialist. They're rivals with the Commonwealth of Man. They're in deals with the League of Brian States and the Grand Shu. Well, they've already got 5 votes in support. I think the Tezekian Hives did not give their subjects independent diplomacy. They only need 1 more vote. I can just abstain and see how the others vote. It just went away and didn't tell me if it succeeded or failed. Oh, we have a new proposal. Minor research sanctions. Somebody else had already proposed that and apparently pulled their support of it. I wish I would get... Looks like the Yankee Conservation Act is going to pass. I wish I would get notifications when proposals I was supporting disappeared. Okay, it did pass. They were given Federation Association status. Encounter in Saddlebari with the Fetches. A new first contact. This is new. Okay, so they've got a base over here that is apparently invisible right now. That looks like pirates, honestly. Huh. I'm being given a first contact with pirates? Well, let's investigate this. Who can I pull? I can pull the one from the Awoken. He'll be done fairly quickly. And let's check our Federation. Somebody has pulled an envoy. We're only getting 3.8 now. The Fire Tribes of Kel. They're probably getting a first contact as well, which is why they yanked this envoy to handle that. And it is time for a new election in the Galactic Technologist Alliance. That'll take place around February. Peace Officer. Tilinesti made peace with the Yvzorak. Tilinesti becomes a subject under the Yvzorak. Huh. The Commonwealth of Man and the Yvzorak both gained systems. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, the Tilinesti has been weakened significantly. Time to renew our deal with the curators. Oh, let's have a look at the curators real quick here in Epsilon Cygni. No more mysteries for them to tell us about. So we have gotten rid of all of the Leviathans in the galaxy. There are no mysteries left to discover, apart from the L cluster. So let's contact the Caravansary Caravan Coalition and open a reliquary. And we got immense wealth. I think we've gotten this one before. 4,000 minerals and energy credits. Let's open another one. Same thing. Another 4,000 energy credits, 4,000 minerals. Well, we can actually sell some of these minerals. Yeah, we'll sell 20,000 of them. We'll actually sell 10,000 food as well. And let's sell about 5,000 consumer goods. That gives us a nice moderate amount of cash back. We could actually open another reliquary. We got another 18,000 consumer goods. We can turn around and sell them. And now all of our surplus is in the 40 to 50,000 range, which is decent. Cothium Station is the one I was upgrading to fill in that slot, because it's over a neutron star, and the quantum catapult was the one that I had forgotten about from the megastructures. It has to be built over a neutron star or a pulsar. So I decided to go ahead and upgrade Cothium Station in preparation for eventually putting a quantum catapult in there. Now, while I haven't used a quantum catapult myself, of the reviews I've seen of it, they don't impress me as much. It takes 300 influence to build the quantum catapult. That is the same amount of influence it takes to build the ring world. Now, a ring world for 300 influence is worth it because of how much it gives you, as you have seen from my ring world. But 300 influence for quantum catapult that just lets you fling your ships across the galaxy, for the most part, I would rather have two habitats. The being able to fling your people across the system, once gateways start popping up, that's not really an issue. Because you can use gateways to get across, unless you're at war with them, possibly. But yeah, the quantum catapult only really makes sense if you don't have gateways or are at war with people. But as long as gateways are being built, you don't have to worry about traversing long distances so much.
We are being hailed.
The Tilinesti would like an embassy, yes. League of Brian States is in a migration treaty with the Fire Tribes. The vessels we encountered in the Saddleberry system appear to be somewhat outmoded, but nevertheless armed to the teeth. They seem to be piloted by sentient crews, but respond with hostility to any approach. We will have to treat them with caution. Yeah, this is sounding more and more like pirates, and this is the first time I've ever gotten a first contact with pirates, I would have to say. This is something new to me. Let's have a look at these ships here. They've only got about a 5K fleet. Is that a Titan or a battleship? It's huge looking. Well, it does have the 4 dots. I believe that makes it a battleship. Let's check one of my fleets. Yeah, 4 dots is a battleship. So that is a battleship. Are they bombarding this planet?
Completed.
I don't see any animation of bombardment. But they have obliterated this station. Yeah, I'm beginning to suspect this is just pirates, and it's the first time I've ever gotten a first contact with pirates. Alright, Friaka, orbital ring at Avalon is done. I don't have the alloys to do anything, so it and Shi and Yang will have to wait until
is the key to the universe.
April. Leader efficiency 2, or loader efficiency 2. Next we are doing the next loader efficiency almost immediately. Okay, thesis is chosen. Study into foreignness beyond electrical membranes. Granted President Wadog's leadership for another term. We've been doing a fairly good job of maintaining leadership of the Galactic Technologist Alliance since we have made it chosen by thesis. Azar Commonwealth has reached Tier 3 of the Bulwark. That grants us hull regen and hull damage to enemy ships in the territory. Pirates encountered. Although we have been unable to establish communications with them, mainly because they are unwilling to communicate with us, we have been able to identify the fetches as pirates. Visual indicators point to their culture being largely spaceborne, and some phenotypes observed among them match no known planet-dwelling civilizations. Unfortunately, their crews are completely uninterested in civil discourse. What little we have been able to glean from intercepting intrafleet communications indicate that they primarily subsist on piracy, occasionally recruiting fringe elements of spacefaring civilizations to their cause. So yes, this was a first contact with pirates. Well, we got 120 influence out of that. They're the Astral Hunters is the name of the empire. Must be because there's a species involved in them that is new. We can't really bring up any dialogues with them. Well, that's a Kelzin, the leader. So yeah, just Kelzin pirates. They're not going to show... let's double check the contacts, but I don't believe the Astral Hunters will show up here. No, they're just pirates. But I'm not going to complain about getting 120 influence for interacting with pirates. Let's see, we could help out the Kelzin. Let's send 6 fleet. Just 6 fleet. These aren't in numerical order, damn it. There's 6 fleet. We can just send 6 fleet down here. And actually, let's go in here and actually give them the order to engage the fleet, engage the starbase, and then return to Yilon Station. A little bit of lag here, clicking on Yilon Station. There we go. Tell them to return to enter orbit of that. Now this way, because I've given them the orders, if the Kelzin happen to send a fleet and destroy the Astral Hunters, it will just remove that order, and then I will go get the starbase if it's still there and then return home. If they wipe out everything, my ship will just immediately turn around and go back. Pirac have entered a research agreement with the Tillinesti. Looks like more people have pulled their envoys out. We're only getting 18 cohesion a month again. Let's have a look at this. The Fire Tribes, the Hazar, and the Holy Gagasi, they're all probably doing the first contact with the damn pirates, would be my guess. They'll be back eventually. We've got 4 envoys in here. I don't really want to throw any more in here. Do I have any? Oh, Adnal is available again. That's right, I finished the first contact. But I actually pulled him out of the Awoken. Yeah, I pulled him out of the Awoken. I guess we could assign him here for now. That way we are going up a little bit faster. With 2.8, it would take us about 2 years from this point to be positive again. Even though we've already spent a full year working on cohesion, so overall it would be 3 years that we were negative.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Alright, we got Gravitational Analysis 3, more building cost reduction. Which, considering my minerals have dropped a little bit, and now that's got to be from Overlord Subsidy. Yeah, if we look at food, it jumped from 750 to 900 for Overlord Subsidy. So yeah, the Overlord Subsidy is what I think is having the most impact on my minerals and my food at this point. And our next research is shield hit points. Yeah, there aren't a lot of options in physics. Black hole mining achievement unlocked. Build a matter decompressor. So it's completed. Dyson sphere frame. With the frame now in place, the awesome scale of the project is evident to all. Nimblin burns in a spindly cage, but will eventually be completely surrounded by United Nations of Earth solar panels. Oh, the matter decompressor extraction. The final stage of the matter decompressor is the most mundane, but in its own way the most impressive. A vast automated array of smelters and processors break down, decompress, and separate the material of Gathry Maelstrom into useful minerals which are decanted into an unending fleet of robotic barges to be delivered around our empire. Alright, let's have a look at this Dyson sphere frame. It's kind of neat. It's going to be a while before we can upgrade it to where it actually starts producing energy, though. Now let's hop over to the matter decompressor. Oh, it's got 3 beams shooting out of it, 4 beams shooting out of it now. Yeah, that thing looks neat. I like the matter decompressor. And it's producing a base of 2,000. Our ambition is boosting it another 33%, so we're getting 2660 out of it. That's going to jump us up another 600 or so in minerals next month. So we'll be back to being above 1K. Oh, the Fire Tribes of Kel has first armada. They are on their way to Saddlebari. I think they're going to deal with the pirates. That's fine. If it cancels our orders, our ship will just return back. Yep, there they go. Oh yeah, they took out them pirates fast. Took them a while for the galleon, though. Alright, so that just leaves the star base, or the pirate base. My fleet, yeah, they're still en route here. If they manage to come over here and clean them out before I get here, I'll cancel the order and start going back to Yilon. No big deal. We're about 47 days, it says, from getting there. Oh no, we're closer than I thought. Let's see. They're not moving towards
station.
Offer association status. Pirac wishes to give the Tillen SD association status. Yes, we'll vote for that. Now, association status is basically just a non-aggression pact. 6th Fleet destroyed it. 600 energy, 1,200 minerals. But yeah, the association status is basically a non-aggression pact that builds trust. Caravan is finished upgrading. We're going to put a hydroponics bay here. Yeah, Caravan is the one with my refineries in here. Now, I could have built the quantum catapult here, actually. It is a pulsar. Instead of upgrading Cothium and planning to build it there. Yeah, fleet combat status, that was a quick... Now, we do have one special project over here. I have an available science ship. The Hubble. We'll just tell it to come scavenge this project and then go back to wherever it comes from. Efrov, I believe. Yeah, it was assisting research on Tyrrhenia. We'll just tell it to come back there when it's done. Ugo Praknar is in commercial pact with a Hazar. Tilanesti association status was granted. So we're about a year away from the Yankee Conservation Act being up. I want to keep an eye on it. I want to make sure it passes. Let's open another reliquary. 56,000 food. It was MREs. Let's just sell all this food. And let's sell 10,000 minerals. And that gets us a decent balance. What are alloys going for right now? Oh, alloys are cheap. 7,800 for 2,500. Yeah, let's buy some alloys, I think. Because that's a pretty low price. Yeah, 10,000. I'll buy that too. 14, that would drain me too much. So we got 5,000 alloys for a pretty decent price, I think. One thing I think is, if we look here, I'm getting bonuses for each of these. I think even though I'm on Interstellar Expansion 4, if anybody I'm in a research agreement with has gotten the first Interstellar Expansion, it will give the research agreement bonus. So they don't need to be the level I'm going for because of the way these repeatables work. They just need to have unlocked one level of the repeatables, which means as the game progresses, pretty soon research agreements really increase in value because you're always getting it if all you have is repeatables left and everybody's done at least one level of the repeatables. Yevzorak has declared Prime Awareness their rival. Good. We need more people to declare rivals with the Prime Awareness. Ultimato Ratium Regum. It has been verified that the Urza organism has finished the construction of a massive juggernaut ship. This mobile base packs extensive firepower and is able to build and maintain ships at the front line of battle, making it a superior threat in any combat scenario. It is truly the apex armament of space war. So they were the second to get a juggernaut, since I have already completed one. Right now we are still the leaders in most of the fields, even though the Prime Awareness has started building a science megastructure. We started one first. Manticore Enclave pays dividends. Uh, 2,000 energy credits, 5,000 minerals, 2,000 food. Really wish they would do alloys.
Interstellar debris analyzed.
Alright, we got 23 alloys out of that.
Construction completed.
Caravan has finished its construction. It is now fully up and running until I decide to get rid of the shipyard when it is done with all of the habitats in its area. Garanshu has ended their rivalry with the Verzak Coalition. Wish they'd end their rivalry with the Fire Tribes. Well, we're no longer losing experience in the GTA. I'm going to leave my envoys in there for a little bit, I believe. Let's see. I've got 5 in here. I could probably gank a few out and get them back working with, it was my allies I pulled them out of. The Fire Tribes, the Tezekians, and the Alvathari, I think it was. Though I don't need to work on the Alvathari. I do need to put one back in the Awoken. Let's put Adrimga in with the Awoken. The Fire Tribes and the Tezekians. Let's put one in with the Tezekians. Yeah, I'm not currently improving relations with them. Put Boulder Bay Runner in there. I can pull 2 more out. Let's put 1 in the Galactic Community. Yeah, let's assign an envoy here. We'll do Croc Stelham. I believe I'm going to take the other one. Well, let's check by strength. Okay, they've got the Prime Awareness is the superior. Urzo, Zakplot Vestige. Their listing is pathetic, but it's above the equivalents. It's got to be because of their fleet power. It's like they're not really actually taking the average, or they're not calculating the average right. I wish they were higher than pathetic so I could declare them as rivals. But yeah, most everybody here is pathetic or inferior to me. The only ones still close are the Fire Tribes, the League of Brian States, and the Tezekian Hive. Okay, let's actually go to the Prime Awareness and put one in here harming relations. Now this is going to cost me some influence. We'll take Odnal. Now that we are harming relations, I can actually declare them as a rival, which will actually earn me influence. Now I just had to put him in here to declare as a rival. So it's time we unplugged you once and for all. Now that I have him declared as a rival, or the Prime Awareness declared as a rival, I can pull that envoy back out, but they've got to stay there for a year. So I will worry about it in about a year. But now we actually do have a rival. That should help strengthen relations. Oh, it looks like the Hazar have a pirate outbreak over here. They have a fleet nearby following Lashuri de Seminole. Who the hell is that, and where is he? Well, let's take the Ahab. He's got a 5K fleet strength. They're only 800 fleet strength. We'll send the Ahab over here to destroy them, and then have the Ahab return to Succubus's ball. That way, if the Hazar actually do eliminate them, I've already got the order to return home. He'll just turn around and go home. And I think that'll work out. And let's just keep an eye on our allies' territory and make sure they're not getting any pirate outbreaks. With the gateways, we could actually help out way up here. Let's check on the League of Brian States. Right now, too many people are voting no. And that is going to be due to our current cohesion. Because our cohesion is so low right now, nobody wants to add any more members.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Alright, we have completed Interstellar Expansion 4, another star base. We are now doing administrative efficiency finally. More monthly unity. Let me enact Land of Opportunity. I have enough colonies that need population. I think it's time I reenacted that. I can spare it. Looks like there are pirates in the Garanshu, I just noticed while I was looking at the screen. I could enact capacity subsidies and farming subsidies. That's another 900. I don't really want to drop my Unity that much right now, but eventually there's not going to be much more use for Unity. I could fire all of those up. I kind of wish there was a repeatable for Edict Fund. I could drop Architectural Renaissance, but I like the plus 100% planetary build speed at this point. Even if I'm not currently doing megastructures, doubling the planetary build speed really helps me. I don't have to basically queue up buildings quite as often on my colonies. Oh, there was another edict I wanted to fire up. Where is it? The ones for network. Network movement. Now that requires volatile motes, 0.1 per hyper relay. I've got at least 30 hyper relays. That will probably dip into my volatile motes quite a bit. But the increased automatic resettlement chance will really help out for my colonies that are at population cap to shift them to colonies that need the population more. So we're going to go ahead and fire it up. The network dominance improves stability. Network amenities reduces pop amenity usage. Those would be nice to use when I have more strategic resource. Yeah, right now 10% chance for them to move with that networked amenities. I mean network movement, which is really going to help out. We're about 3 months away. Even if everybody who is abstaining opposes this, I don't think it will fail. I'm more worried about people pulling support. But we're going to keep an eye on it and see if the Tiyanki Conservation Act can pass this time around. Citizen State of Azuk broke their migration treaty with the Commonwealth of Man.
Research concluded.
Governor Karb has died. He was the governor of Nueva Cadiz. Alright, Nueva Cadiz is Sugalia. That is my research sector. We need somebody who does research. That's also going to impact my empire size because the level of the governor reduces empire size of the colonies he's in charge of. See, we have minerals and food, building cost, energy credits and minerals, and blocker reduction. I don't have any blockers to worry about anymore. Agrarian upbringing. I do have a sector that is food output. So let's see what sector is at Efrov, I believe. Currently have Jean Moreau in there. He's righteous and long lifespan. I do have some minerals on the planet too right now. So let's hire Vika. She is a Neo-Sutharian. Let's recruit her, but let's actually pull Jean Moreau out for Sugalia. And we'll go to Efrov and put our new governor, Vika, in there. That way, Jean Moreau, he's higher level. He'll have more of an impact on empire size. Yeah, it looks like it only went up 2 points from the level loss. Okay, we got shield harmonics 2. We're now working on energy weapon damage. And it looks like it's going to pass. Yes. Alright, so Citizen State of Azuk, President Wadog's gained a level. Alright, the Tiyanki Conservation Act passed. The next one up is going to be minor military sanctions unless somebody yanks it again. There's not really a whole lot on here I care about anymore. Most of the ones I'm against aren't really making any progress. But yeah, minor military sanctions unless it gets yanked again. And the Citizen State of Azuk broke off the commercial pact with the Commonwealth of Man. Alright, let's sell 20,000 minerals, 10,000 food, 5,000 consumer goods, and the price of alloys is back up, so we can't really afford to buy those. But we can get another reliquary and see if... Oh, I've got these sorted. I need to sort them by name. There we go. Get another reliquary. They're up to 20,000 apiece. We got 25,000 consumer goods. Well, let's turn around and sell those. Let's keep this window open, but move it over to the side so I can click on this button. That didn't quite give us enough for another reliquary. Never mind.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Loader efficiency 3. We got that. Now we are working on fortified core layers 2, more defense platform hull points. Commonwealth of Man has declared Fire Tribes of Kel their rival. That's not good. League of Brian States entered a commercial pact with the Fire Tribes.
Construction completed.
Citizen State of Azuk declared Tezekian Hive their rival. That's not good. Migration Treaty. Commonwealth of Man has broken a migration treaty with me. Now, it's interesting that the Commonwealth of Man, since they became xenophilic, have got a non-human as their president or leader. But yeah, that's not good. Alright, Friaka Starbase. Avalon Station is now fully... The orbital ring is now fully set up. Yeah, I built resource silos here. Now, I did build a transit hub here, so I am curious here in Friaka, when I add habitats, if the transit hub there will affect the habitats. If I only need one on one orbital ring to affect habitats in the system or other colonies. That's one thing I'd like to find out. Verzak has ended their rivalry with the Garanshu. Well, crap. I've been muted for several hours of gameplay, it appears. I'm going to have to go back and do that in. But I just finished Tyasador Station. Was one of the ones I was upgrading. I don't know why I was upgrading this one. Oh, yes, this is the one that's going to be in the Ring World system. I decided to go ahead and upgrade it. So let's go ahead and just... It's probably going to end up being an anchorage. So we will just add an anchorage to it. But yeah, that's kind of sad that I didn't realize I had somehow hit the mute button on my microphone and have been muted pretty much for the past 3 or 4 years of gameplay. That's a shame. But hopefully I will remember everything I was babbling about and be able to add it in editing. We are reconnected with the United Ubarik Pact. Ubarik. Or connected with them. I don't know if we've ever originally been connected to them.
Construction completed.
Xian Yang is fully completed its orbital ring. I don't have... I think that might have been the last orbital ring that had work going on it. Yeah. All the others are fully upgraded and fully completed now, I believe. Now, Xian Yang, I had just added an alloy processing facility to. I had already switched over to a forge world, and I'm doing Mastery of Nature there. I think we've got enough. We can sell some minerals. Oops. And some consumer goods. What are the price of alloys? Still pretty high. And let's see about another reliquary. They're up to 21,000 each. A pittance of society research from biological material. Looks like I'm not going to get lucky again and get that huge chunk of alloys. What is this? Oba Allied Provinces has joined the galactic community. They have also joined the Technologist Alliance under the Tezekian Hive. So we are now losing experience again. Everybody is contributing. It's going to take me a while. That is due to an uplift. Not uplift, enlightenment. This was a primitive world. Yeah, it still says primitive world. It hasn't converted over yet. So the Tezekians are bringing more species into the galactic community. Claim the Galatron. Yeah, okay, yeah, right. You're not going to do that. But yeah, that sucks that we had just gotten our cohesion up and they decided to enlighten someone. That is one of the risks here of trying to keep your experience flowing. So even further delay till we get to level 4. I'll just let it go as is. Hopefully it will, let's see, how long will it take at our current? We're gaining 2.5 points a month. It would take a little over a year. Actually, no, it would take about 2 years to get our cohesion back up. So that's another 2 years that we're losing experience, but I will let it go.
Construction completed.
Alright, so we need... Actually, let's start on the building first. We want a naval logistics office here. That'll take a while. We are connected to them through a hyper relay. The system already had a hyper relay in it. It just finally connected over. And when are you going to fill these little gaps in your Empire, Fire Tribes? You keep wanting to subjugate other people, and you have territory there you could claim. The Urzo also has territory they've not bothered to claim.
Research concluded.
Administrative efficiency. Restructuring the managerial web linking core worlds to the capital can help alleviate the administrative stressors and information choke points that frequently arise within a budding empire. Now we're working on cell revitalization, which is leader lifespan. I believe that is the first one of those, and we still do have army damage is another one that we haven't done before. Right now our monthly gain is 2,113. It went up about 160. Somebody dropped a envoy, the Alvathari.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
More fortified core layers, boosting our defense platform hull points. We're now working on planetary build speed. I believe that is the first one of those. We haven't done any of the explosive weapons, I don't believe, or the attack speed for strike craft. There are quite a few repeatables in engineering. I have finally achieved 100% power projection, and I predict I will stay at that for a while. I have enough additional fleet power being churned out to compensate for any slight growth I get. Alright, they would like an embassy. I am fine. That is a weird looking species. They're fungoids. As our Commonwealth has declared the Prime Awareness their rival. Reminds me I need to see if I can move that person out of the Prime Awareness, the one that's harming relations. Oddnall. Let's put Oddnall in with this new species. Did not mean to click on that. Let's try that again. Improve relations. Get Oddnall. Because I believe, yeah, I was using 0.12 from my envoys to harm relations. So that'll stop that 0.12. All I needed was to get have an envoy in there so that I could declare him a rival. Because you have to either already have bad relations, already be a rival, or be harming relations.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Unless they're a fallen empire. They're always eligible for it. So we got level 5 of focusing arrays. We are now working on Shield Harmonics 3. Yeah, there are very few physics. Only 5. So it's real easy to get all the physics. You know, energy weapon damage affects all physics-based weapons because they're all energy weapons. And then you have energy credits, building cost, and shields. That's it. The Hazar Commonwealth have taken on the challenge of building a science nexus. The Sheliak system is bustling with activity. Testament to the ingenuity of the intelligent. The Sheliak system, huh? I could have just teleported to it. And here I am struggling to locate it. Where is the Sheliak system? Oh, I see it now. Yeah, they've already got the first stage of it built. When I get that message, not just the platform, because they're already getting research out of it. That reminds me, where's the one that the Hazar have? I mean, the Prime Awareness started. There it is. Yeah, they've only got the first stage of it. The Oba opened their borders to us. Wasn't aware they were closed. We have a favor with the United Ubark Pact. About a year and a half more and we'll be gaining experience again, provided somebody doesn't enlighten someone else. And we're about to have military sanctions as the next measure. I'm still quite a ways before declaring another emergency measure. Yeah, that is still about... That's 15 years, or close to. End of the Verzak Citizen Coalition. The Star Nation, formerly known as the Verzak Citizen Coalition, has been destroyed by its enemies. How this will affect the political climate of the galaxy remains to be seen. The Prime Awareness has devoured them. Yeah, we need to stop the Prime Awareness. But I still want to get prepped and go for the L cluster first. Senate is now in session for minor military sanctions. The only people who are currently still in violation, it appears, are the Awoken. They're in breach of the Military Readiness Act. They're the only ones suffering sanctions. And the Awoken can't help it, honestly, because the Zekplot vestige keeps smacking the crap out of them every 10 years. They need to get a science ship out and survey these additional areas so they can start expanding. I mean, instead of building military, they need to build a science vessel, go over here and survey these areas. They probably will not really grow much unless I can come over here and deal with the Zekplot vestige for them.
Research concluded.
Cell revitalization. Regimens of periodic cell revitalization treatments keep the leader class spry and active beyond traditionally expected lifespans. And we're working on yet another cell revitalization. Fire tribes have declared Granshu their rival. Granshu returned it. Commonwealth of Man made peace with the League of Brian states. A new Visarian Empire will be created as an ally or subject to the League of Brian out of 19 occupied Commonwealth of Man systems. So was that a I guess that was a liberation war. So the Visari Alliance has just been added in. Let's go ahead and establish an embassy with them without waiting for them to contact us. They are erudite explorers. That was an interesting turn of events. Our capital is no longer connected to the Commonwealth of Man. They accepted the embassy. Visari was who was president of the Commonwealth of Man, as a matter of fact. League of Brian States is in non-aggression with the League of Themisto. Citizen state of Azuk is in a commercial pact with the Hithians.
Research concluded.
I just saw some pirates pop up there in Chort. Fairly weak fleet. So our first Titan will be out in a little over 2 years. Assembly algorithms. The application of game and puzzle theory has the potential to greatly optimize modular assembly and construction. And now we are doing extraction patterns, which will boost our minerals. We can now activate the Galatron. One sapient's garbage is another sapient's treasure. 5,000 alloys, much needed. Thank you. We can also renew our deal with the conglomerated scrappers. And the Festival of Worlds. Now I have a little bit of alloys. I think I will go ahead and sell some things. Let's sell 10,000, actually 20,000 minerals. Minerals are at a cheap price right now. Let's sell some food. Let's sell some consumer goods. Alloys are actually getting to a reasonable level. I can also sell quite a bit. Let's get down to about 1,000 by selling dark matter. Or let's actually just get under 2,500. There we go. That gets us enough where we could try our luck at another reliquary. We got a chunk of food with the military rations. Let's sell that chunk of food. And open another reliquary. A huge chunk of physics research. The reliquary is difficult to open as it is shut tight from within by a gravitational anomaly. Now, why don't I get that amount of society research when I get the biological samples? I don't understand the difference. But yeah, we did get a huge chunk of physics research. That will last us a while. About 20 months before we run completely through it. But it has been another 10 years. There hasn't been a whole lot of activity. It's mainly been me building up my empire, but I have made significant advancements throughout my empire, especially in the defenses of it, and have started upgrading the fleets. Most of these are just waiting now for like the Titans, and I do have 2 Titans under construction. However, they do take a while. But we shall call this an episode, so thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.